Okay, hi everybody. My name is Wendy Keith, Quality Assurance Supervisor here at Set Pistachio. Today we're going to go over what is aflatoxin. So, you guys know what aflatoxin is, right? Yes. Aflatoxin is the byproduct of Aspergillus flavus on pistachios. Aspergillus flavus is a mold. Aflatoxin is a byproduct of this mold. That's what makes it so hard to get rid of. You can't wash it away, you can't roast it away like you can a mold. It's a byproduct, it doesn't go away. The only way to get rid of it is to remove the pistachios that it's on, okay? It is a known carcinogen, so it is cancer causing, which is why the USDA tracks aflatoxin in pistachios under CFR 7 Part 983. Which is the federal marketing order for pistachios. You have a copy of that in your hand for you guys to take with you when we get done with this. That's for your information. It's a lot of legal jargon, a little hard to understand, which is why I'm going to explain what we do with the federal marketing order. Okay, it imposes limits to the levels of aflatoxin that can be sent into commerce. So for domestic. USDA is called, we call USDA out. They come in and they watch us pull samples so that they know that we pull the appropriate amount of samples. This box is sent up to the lab. There's two of these boxes that come up that identify the sample number and that USDA was out here. They stamp it. We take this box, it's a 22-pound, 10-kilogram sample, and we take two of these per 150,000 pounds of pistachios that are in bins. We take this and we take it into this room here, soundproof room. It has a robo-coop, which is an industrial size grinder. So that grinder grinds the full 22 kilograms. From this 22 kilograms, we take approximately 150 to 200 grams. And this is what we're going to sample from. We take a little bit from all over the robo-coop, and we bring it over here and we're going to sample. It comes over here identified with the sample number that's off of the box so that we know this number follows it through the lab and through USDA tracking, okay? We bring it over here. Adriana, which is one of the QA lab technicians here, is going to take 50 grams of the ground sample and weigh it out here. Put 50 grams in here along with 5 grams of the salt. From there, it goes into the blender. This goes into the blender along with 125 milliliters of a 70-30 methanol and water blend. Okay, we're not going to actually work through the whole process because it's actually about a 45-minute process, but we're going to go through each step so that you guys know what it is. Okay, so it's blended here for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, it's put through a filter. This is a mesh filter. So once it's ground with the methanol and the water, this filter is put on the cup. Once that has sieved through the filter, we take the filter off. That goes in the trash. I don't know what's the next step. Go ahead. 15 milliliters? ml? Yeah, 15 milliliters of the strain filter comes into this. We add to that, how much do we add? 45. So we add 45 milliliters of water to the 15 milliliters of the sample that we took from this cup. Then we mix 3 to 4 times so that we make sure that it's got real good and mixed, okay? From there, it's filtered one more time. So we filter this complete, oh, sorry about that. So we filter this through one more filter. If it runs clear at that point, then we can start it onto the pump. If it's still cloudy, you have to filter it one more time, okay? So if this is not clear, we gotta filter it one more time. After that's cleared and everything is filtered, 10, yeah. How much is it? It's 15. We take the pipetter, it's an automatic pipetter set at 7.5 milliliters. So we do it twice, and we pipe at a total of 15 milliliters into the pump stand. Place 15 milliliters in here, place the top on, and we want to do it 2 to 3 drops per second, okay? No faster than that or it won't filter right, okay? So we do that, then we water wash 2 times, do the same thing with 10 milliliters of distilled water twice. We're gonna let that run through at the same rate, 2 to 3 drops per second, okay? Once that's completed, this is the aflatoxin P column, and this is gonna grab the aflatoxin out of the sample, okay? So now we take this goes on the bottom of here. This cuvette comes at the bottom of the P column, okay? So once we run it through, this comes to the bottom of the P column to catch our sample. To catch, we're gonna flush the P column with the methanol so that we can catch the aflatoxin if there's any in that sample, okay? From this point, once that's come through, this is again pushed through with the air. This time, approximately 1 drop per second. This takes a little longer, okay? And that's just because we want to make sure that we let it go through slow enough that the aflatoxin is washed out and we catch it in the cuvette, okay? Once that's done, we take the cuvette off the bottom, put it on the vortex mixer, mix it, and then it goes into this machine. This is called the Bicam 4EX series, and this is an automatic aflatoxin reader, and it's called a fluorometer, and it will see the fluorescence of the aflatoxin if there's any in this sample. This is placed in here, top closed, automatically reads in 60 seconds, and we'll get our results. Like I said, if the first box is above a 10 but below a 20, we can go on to the second box. The average of the 2 boxes can't be more than 15 ppb. If the first box is under 10, we pass, we continue. If the first box is over 20 or the average of the 2 is above 15, now we have to report to the Administrative Committee for Pistachios. And there's paperwork that has to be done because they want to know year to year. They track how much aflatoxin, how many aflatoxin failures they have per crop year, so that they can do studies to see what they can do to bring down the levels of aflatoxin so that it's not so hard once it's in the processing plant to get rid of the aflatoxin, okay? We are a USDA certified lab. USDA comes out annually and performs a lab audit that we have to pass in order for us to be a USDA certified lab. And we've held that accreditation for about 6 years, which we're very proud of. I think that's it, and I thank you guys very much.